guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Patience. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to this channel. I really appreciate your effort and your time. I got a couple of requests to make a video like this, and so this is in response to that. So without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. Okay, so I want to mention that it's always a gamble when you want to buy something from Kikuu for the very first time. Even if you've been buying from there, sometimes it's always a gamble. The first thing I want to mention is that the phones from Kikuu are not brand new. I want to mention that it's very important. So when you're buying from them, don't expect a brand new phone. The next point I'll mention is that when you buy the phones and it comes, sometimes the network doesn't work. Like, there's no service. I don't know if you get me, but then there's no service. So I think you have to decode it and all that before you're able to use it. So when you buy it when you buy it fresh like that, you can't use it like to make phone calls and all that, but you can take pictures. I think Wi-Fi and stuff will work, but they're not cellular network. Yes, so please take note before you buy. The next thing I'll mention is that some of the phones from Kikuu, the battery is not very strong. Like it dies really fast, and it's like overheats. You charge it, and within 30 minutes, like the battery is dead, and it really becomes hot. Like the phone becomes really hot, it overheats and all that. So like there's almost always a problem with the battery. Not all the time, but then like 95% of the time there's a problem with the battery. Moving on, sometimes the camera is terrible, even if it's an iPhone. I know this is like kind of weird, but then it's true. The camera can be so bad that like you can't really use it to take pictures and all that. So please take notes when you're buying. If maybe you're okay with the camera, then fine. Maybe you don't really want to use it for like taking pictures and all that, then that's okay. You can buy it if the camera is not really important to you. The next I'll mention is that the language settings, most of them are in Chinese. Even if you go to Play Store, like everything is written in Chinese, and that can be very, I don't know, that can be weird. You know, if you're not from a Chinese speaking country, that is not like the best. So please take notes, they are written in Chinese. I know when we were small, we used to change the language setting on our phones. It would be so loud, you can't change it back. But this one, sometimes everything is in Chinese, and like if it's in Chinese and you don't know how to read or write Chinese, that's like a problem. You have to take it somewhere else for the person to do it for you, and all that is hassle, which I don't think is worth it. Also, some of the phones come with faulty parts, like the charging port or the part for the earpiece. It doesn't really work. Like the earpiece, when you connect it, doesn't play, or sometimes when it plays, you get some funny noise and all that. And the battery, like the charging port, you can't charge it. Like if you can't charge it, I don't know what you're doing with the phone, because that's like basically like if you can't charge it, then all hope is lost. I think I have like 3 more points to mention. Sometimes the memory is so small, like the storage is so small that like you have to get a memory card for it to actually take pictures and all that, which who uses memory card these days, to be honest? Who uses memory card these days? No one. So if you buy it, the memory can be so small, and sometimes when you're making calls, there's some funny noise. Most of the time, the specs displayed when you're buying the products, like when you go to the description, they don't match what you actually get. Like 95% of the phones, okay, not 95, maybe 90%, the specs displayed, they don't match what you get in the end. So I think that's theft, to be honest, because if we already know the kind of things that are there, so just tell us that this is this. If you want to buy, fine, but if you don't want to buy, then we go and get it from somewhere else. With all that being said, I'm not saying that phones from Kikuu are bad. Make sure you've taken into account all what I've said. If you're okay with it, then go ahead and buy, because the phones there are really affordable. Even the iPhones, the Samsung, the Itel, and all those other brands, they have a lot of Chinese brands from there. I want to mention that too. They're really affordable and you want to buy it. So if you're okay with everything I mentioned, please go ahead and buy it. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for staying till the end. If you haven't subscribed already, please click the subscribe button, and I will see you in my next video. I realize a lot of people like this kind of Kikuu videos, so I'll be really concentrating on that. I have a couple of things I will mention, like a couple of products that I will talk about here in my subsequent videos, so please stay tuned, and I'll see you next time. Bye.